Well, hello. If anyone's in chat, we're just going to go ahead and get started here. Figured today I didn't have anything particularly planned, but I was like, hey, to play, oh, hey, Rios. Hey, customer service survivor. Welcome in. I figured this time I would just work on showing you guys how I take my pen and ink drawings and turn them into digital projects. And first of all right, get this off the screen. Oh, hello, Hunty. Nice fart. Good job, you done it. Welcome in. It's Politics for Profits, TM. Welcome in. I don't think you've shown up to any of these, I don't think. Today has been a day. Nothing too crazy, but I almost got in a car accident. Good old, just tried to merge onto a highway or a bypass, and the car in front of me decides, you know what, instead of speeding up to try to match the pace with everyone else, we're going to slow down. So then everyone behind them was like, we got to get around this person right now or we're all going to die. And then I flipped off an old lady. At least I assumed it was an old lady. I didn't see into the car. I was blinded with rage. All right, now let's hop on over. So this is something I doodled a while ago. This is the last good ink drawing I think I've done recently. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. Also, let's kick in some tunes. We shouldn't get in trouble for this. There's a good one. Got to put on the good old Quake 2 soundtrack. All right, there's that. And Photoshop. I won't snitch. I won't tell anyone. All right. How's that music-wise? Is that loud? Am I fighting it? I'll turn it down just a tad. All right. Where'd I put my art pad? So what I used to do is that I would just take this original drawing and I would just sketch directly where anywhere you see the lines. The problem with that is that filling in afterwards was a nightmare. So our first layer, let's see, that's 10. Let's make that 15. We're going to outline this whole thing, and that'll give us a good, pretty good. Let's make that a little bit thicker. Let's make it like 17. One can definitely hear the music. Awesome. That does not look right. There we go. Now, usually when I'm doing this on the laptop, so it's a little... I usually have the pad on a flat surface, but now I just got it on my lap. Now, Creamage, who I don't think is in chat right now, he has occasionally thrown some of my artwork into an AI prompt thing, and they usually turn out pretty good. I think he turned this one into like a Warhammer 40K like statue. When I get a new sketchbook, maybe I should do legs for my character. I am not very good at drawing legs. I usually just don't give myself enough space to draw legs. Or maybe I draw the legs too long so I don't get the chance to do feet. Not quite sure what it is. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, because then what I like to do is I like to hold on to the sketch layer, the pen and ink layer, and I'll bring that back at the end, and we can use that for like texture over the main drawing. The only problem I usually have doing it this way is I run into the problem of I go to select the inside of this huge outline so I can just do one big fill layer, and then I leave one tiny little gap. Tiny little gap. And then I have to go searching for it. It's like, okay, where did I fuck up? Where did it go? Believe it or not, the character who is wearing this armor is a lady. I don't know if you could tell it with the pose, but that is what's supposed to happen. I didn't tell BMO this, but after babysitting, I babysat today. I cussed out my sister, spent the night at her place, then left 5 a.m. Didn't get back until 30. Got a weapon, $40 for all of that. I don't think I read that correctly. Because you spent the night at her place, right, and doing the thing, and they only paid you 40. Because didn't they say they were paying you 50? If I'm remembering the lore correctly. No, I didn't. That was all one continuous line. Anyway, I'm back to it. Yeah, no, that sucks. That's dumb. That's big old goofy. can I not draw this? There we go. That's better. All right. I think I got a... You know, it may have sucked that they couldn't get Trent Reznor back for Quake 2, but they got these guys, so, you know, that's pretty awesome. Nah, probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't say what I was about to say. I feel like that would get me in hot water, and I don't want to start fights yet. Not that it would have been fighting words. It would have just been like. Sometimes here, I'll put it this way. I think sometimes people. This isn't specific. This isn't directed at you, Hunty. This is no way directed at you. This is with something in BMO's chat. Sometimes I think people share too much in streams, in stream chat. Grievage is too powerful with this AI. I've had a couple of times I wanted to, like, yell at, like, people I've worked with. Worked is a strong word. Like, a handful of people I've streamed with where I'm like, your take is stupid. But I'm like, it's fine. It'll be fine. Just let it... All right. Okay, the dotted line is only on the inside, so we got it. Perfect. All right. Well, Dudicus, stop talking so and chat about yourself. All right. All right. Well, we got that. So now... I've been thinking of blue for this armor, but like a deep, dark kind of... Perfect. Now we're just going to copy this layer. We're going to slap it on top. And then, let's see. We will click select. We'll inverse, so we'll select everything else. Delete. And it's not a rasterized object, so now we're fucked. God damn it. All right. Don't have this problem on my... don't have this problem on my laptop, just here. You'd assume it wouldn't matter. All right, select, inverse, delete, and then lower the opacity. So now we can see where everything is. And we're starting to get somewhere. The 40 will be enough to get some class size at least. What? I think it was. Ah, Peepers, you're so close. For the puppets. Oh, right. Puppets. Right, the puppets. Got to remember the puppets. Okay, that is the outermost layer. And we gonna try out moving the eye technique. Nice. Nice and nice. Caesar-chan. I really need to finish watching part 6 of JoJo. I still haven't gotten around to that. Oh, you can just turn that off. Older older nephew wants you to make the only 2 likes, get the likes up and subscribe. Like and subscribe or learn to fucking crumble. So you know what? We'll go ahead and fix that a little. So it adds up a little bit better. There we go. Erasing looks so easy in digital. It can be. Sometimes it leads to more problems than solutions. Here I'm being very, very careful, so it's as to not disturb the natural order of things. You know, when Creamage fucking posted the he said he made two AI edits of this. And the first one, I am genuinely impressed on how close it was to how I imagined this whole thing. Tutu BMO. Oh, right. I like how many times I've referenced BMO on these streams, and like most of the people who are in here probably don't even know who that is. Like I know you, Hunty, Peepers. Why can't I just draw that? Why is that happening? Like I know Secret Customer Service Survivor does not really know who that is. Or like Scout Ham or and I've immediately run out of names. Oh, and Rios. I guess I don't actually need that on. Yeah, we're getting there. Alright, back to it. This will probably be the most time-consuming part of the adventure. I also don't know if I'm going to draw a background for this thing. I probably won't, but I don't know. We'll see where the night takes us. While I'm jamming out to good old Strog jams. Strog jamming it, if you will. It's really hard to draw sci-fi armor without just making Halo Spartan armor. Maybe you can get Creamage to make the background. So, speaking of AI making stuff, I've discovered that like I don't know which AI thing it is, but the one for Facebook Messenger, I asked it to make a background for one of the drawings I made. I don't think I shared it anywhere. Mainly because, like, one, I don't know if it'll count as not safe for work or whatever. But it did a pretty good job. It didn't match the art style at all, but it looked decent. It's all just Tomb Guy armor. Yeah, kinda. Yes and no. Like good old, like if you make sci-fi armor, like one of the things you won't, like no one will ever reference is like the Quake 2 armor, mainly because it's kind of boring. It's just like some bald dude in a in just like a sleeveless fucking thing. Let's see, what else? Is there any stories I could tell about what happened today? Not a whole lot happened today other than almost getting fucking pancaked. My original design for the helmet was just the Jinro helmet. Have you guys seen that movie? That movie's fucking awesome. It's an awesome anime. Speaking of anime, at work today I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and hook up my my personal YouTube account to the TV at work. And I just watched 12 and a half episodes of Berserk. It's a good day. Until the morons started showing up in the 9 o'clock hour. And they all wanted to chat. And I'm like, no, don't chat with me. This is where I start winding down and stop paying attention to you guys. I just got back from a Secret Santa less than an hour ago. Kind of fun. Still be doing Christmas in July with my friends. Awesome. That's wonderful. Vegeta is a weirdo and knowing lol. Well, I wasn't going to bring up names, but if you're just going to go ahead and do it. It's like, hey, Mystic Vegeta, could you, you're kind of being a real downer here, pal. And Bimo is trying to help you. He is being super chill and nice about this. And he reminds me of fucking... And he kind of has a similar attitude that, good old, what's his name? Lord Toxic has. If you guys know who that is at all, I don't know how if that Peepers might know who that is. Oh, I made sure he wasn't here. Okay, good. I assumed I don't think he's ever been into one of my streams, but it's like, dude, Bemo's being super chill, and he's just saying, "Hey, just got to put yourself out there, man." And he's just like, "No." Oh, you do? He's on that? Oh, that's right. He's on a channel I still have never found. I was like, I used to do videos with him all the time, but like every once in a while he'll just say shit that I'm like, I don't know if I want to be associated with you, man. I remember we were watching the Highlander anime, and I made a joke about the villain always being right, because the villain in that movie is mostly right, except for the whole genocide thing, and then he was like, "No, even then, I think we should." And I was just like, And it didn't sound like a joke. That was the main concern in that statement. I guess this is the hot tea, the hot gossip hour, where I talk about all my problems with all the people I've streamed with. Nah, just kidding. I really don't have that many problems with people I've streamed with. Just every once in a while, someone will say something weird, and I'll be like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, so, customer service survivor, CSS. How's, you feeling any better, man? There was a video I did with Enzo, and you just remember that you forgot to get pictures of your sister's puppies. Ah, well, live and learn. There's a video I did with Enzo and Wes, and we tried to do the thing we did with good old what you call it, like how we did our Highlander videos back when those were still up, and he just and I immediately just got copyright struck, which I'm kind of glad that didn't work out, because it felt more like I wasn't really in charge. That, and I don't think the video was very good. The oddball of bunch is the blonde. The puppies? I feel like I'm having the world's most like schizophrenic conversation, and half of the conversation is me. I need to talk about something else. Yeah, okay, the puppies. All right. I'm still on it. I'm still on the ball, sort of. All right, how's this looking? All right, we are getting there. Epilepsy test. Son of a bitch. The other puppies look like German shepherds, except the one with the vanilla ice cream color. No, that's adorable. Frampt, check out this sick-ass puppy I just found. That's adorable. Let's make a suspicious covenant so I can get up in all of thy business, asshole. There's nothing about that sentence I don't love. I'd like to do react to things, but all it would be is just me showing you guys stupid fucking videos that I've watched a billion times. Just like why I'm upset BMO won't watch the cricket video. It's such a stupid video, and all I can imagine him saying is, Dudicus, why did you send this to me? So much context he would need for that to be funny and make sense, but I'd find it hilarious. And now the Weeping Prophet has now decided that North and South shall now be East and West. That looks fucking awful. Let's try that again, shall we? It's like how on Enzo streams I keep quoting Nun Piece. And like I kind of explained it to him and he's just like, I don't get it. And I'm like, I didn't expect you to. Because it requires like 6 layers of abstraction. Now I know this isn't a real gun, but I feel like I accidentally based it off of something, and I can't for the life of me remember what the hell it is. I think it might be the machine gun from Soldier of Fortune. I'd watch you react to Sandman. That show is strange. Is that the Neil Gaiman? Is that the Neil Gaiman? That I feel like I would have to jump through some hoops to make that magic work. Look at all these fucking dials. What could go wrong? It's as easy as flying a twin jet, except there's only one, so it's twice easy. Yeah, that looks a little... How about? Add superfluous details. Alright, how's that look now? That barrel's a little fucked, but I ain't gonna... I don't think too many people will notice. Except for me. So I think all I need is the right leg. Yes. Mr. Sandman, manned me a sand, man me a evil Cardor Hokand. Is BMO's stream still going? He pondered out loud. Looks like it. All right. Oh, that's right. He was looking up some more fighting videos. All right. That looks pretty good. All right. Now we're going to rearrange. I'm going to go ahead and pop my caffeine. Pull my devil trigger, if you will. All right. Good old select tool. Boop. Alright, we're going to start with the Under Armour, which I figure make it a light purplish gray. You hear the rats again? Jesus. I should make it a little darker. There we go. Get the flamethrower. Burn the rats. Load shotgun. Honey, come to bed. Nah, I gotta shoot the rats. I'm busy with my skeleton marionette. I can't go to sleep. That reminds me the owl crashed into the RV. Excellent. One less owl. It happened looking out the bathroom window as it happened. Awesome. All right, now we're going to draw some of the color in some of the straps. Owl down, owl down. Oh, it only hurt his pride. He's still screaming at my window every 10 minutes. There's a lot of pissed off owls in this region. I love that most of my chat is fucking fighting animals. It's just, we have to fight these animals, goddammit. Oh, I've been rewatching X-Files. I love how like constantly just wrong Mulder is. Like as a kid, when I watched it, I was like, nah, Agent Mulder's right. He's always, like, I always want him to be correct. But, like, not even matters of, like, what you say, just, like, finding the aliens or whatever. It's... Half of it is just, Mulder, I understand you're trying to... You want the supernatural to be real. But, dude, you're just incorrect. We can't let the animals win. When you live in the countryside, absolutely. That boy was abducted by aliens. No, Mulder. You went on to, hear me out, you went into a quarantine zone without any jurisdiction at all. You're in big trouble, mister. But Max was abducted. You're not hearing me, Mulder. You're not listening. You are in trouble. In fact, you should probably be fired, possibly thrown in jail. What about the rights of those little aliens? Mulder, nobody cares. Nobody cares that your sister was abducted. All right, I think we're starting to get somewhere here. All right, I figured I'll do a... I haven't seen Jeffrey in a minute, but I just got the copperhead out of the basement. There's a copperhead in the basement? Why would a copperhead go down there? Why in the world would a copperhead go down there? Nope. Snakes like glitter. They get are like glitter. They get everywhere. Yeah, but you haven't seen that basement. I'm liking the look of this. This is looking good. I can't wait to fuck it up. Ah, yes, the herpes of the animal kingdom. Doctor, I've come down with a case of snakes. I don't know how to help you, dude. I thought about working on a different piece tonight, like that one I've been teasing in the Discord, but that's on the laptop, and I don't want to try to start figuring out how to how to carry that shit. Dude, the foundation is cracked to hell. Oh, I know that. I'm well aware of that. I was just thinking, like, you know, why would anything go down there? Why would anyone want to go in that murder basement? Why? I forgot to... Alright, which one was the... There you are. This is clearly a belt. And that's also a belt. There we go. Belt complete. It's cold, damp, and full of bugs, I suppose. And smoke fumes. Alright, there we are. Oh, right, I was gonna... I don't want to go down there and I live here. Yeah, I know. No one wants to go down there. It's fucking awful down there. I'd be more concerned if you did want to go down there. It's calling to me down there. All right, you're not allowed to go down to the basement. This basement has my name on it. Yo, I just want to swim around in your basement, dude. All right, we're just going to have to call the ambulance to get Jimmy out of here. All right, what's going on with... Okay, first off, somebody has sent me something directly. Oh, you sent me the link. That's right. That's what that was. I'm paying attention. I know what I'm doing. We live in a strange world. Chris Chan is out of jail. How do you feel about that, chat? I can't see chat. I'm a fucking genius. All right, back to photo. All right, now how does this look with this? All right, now the goal with this is to raise it above there, but then we turn on color burn. And that's why I like to hold on to the sketch layer. Because look at all that grime. Look at all that crusty detail. I just saw a hilarious thumbnail of a video. Awesome. All right, you know what? I'm going to go back to... Where's the layer? I'm going to go back to this layer. And we are going to... I'm going to find the cool brush. Actually, you know what? Just in case, go ahead and select pixels. And we will grab... There's a cool brush I like to use because it's got... Nope. Where is it? It's not the starter pack, is it? No, it's the special effects. That's what it is. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I have so many brushes that I thought would be really cool, but turns out they're dog shit. And they're just full-on just drawings in the... I will do this one because it's got... Alright. We'll make it a darker purple. Oh, and make a new layer. Don't want to... Alright. Now, as you can see, special effect to give it... Actually, you know what? Let's see what the other brush looks like. I think I'm going to go with that one. A little closer together. You'd watch that what movie? The movie with this thing in it, or did I make a ha-ha funny and I completely forgot that I said anything? There we go. Adds just enough to imply that something is... All right, we're getting there. Oh, I should probably color in the gun. Fucking... What layer should I put that on? Word Girl versus Homelander? Oh, that's what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I'd watch that movie too. Sounds awesome. Alright. Alright, now I gotta make sure I go back to a brush I can actually use. Put it on a new layer. Proceeds to not put it on a new layer. Alright, that must be pretty far away. Oh, I think that was an eye layer, that's why. I'm going to just make the gun one solid color, and we'll just work off of that. How old is that Word Girl versus Homelander thing? That sounds like a thing I've heard before. Alright, we'll just fill in the rest. Yo, streaming with Zax now, but might go live for more Baywatch when it wraps up. Alright. I'm just sort of coloring this sucker in. That's pretty much all I'm doing. I didn't think this would be a long one. Also, I saw BMO listed one of his art stream as just like drawing, but I didn't see that option when I was uploading it to or getting it prepped for YouTube. So I don't know how that works. Ah. All right. Now we select just those pixels. And just kind of keep it on the darker side. Keep cool and these men won't have to imbibe their darker side. Dark side? I've been there. Do your worst. Oh, fuck, this guy's cool. We gotta get out of here. Son of a bitch, I forgot to get on a new layer. This is only 11 layers, by the way. This is pretty good for me. Usually I'm up at... Well, it's only one thing, so... That and I don't have skin layers to worry about. This must be interesting to watch after watching BMO go through his art process. And we're going to switch up the color a bit so we can put in the... it needs to be grayer so that the belt looks different. And then we add the final detail of bullets, kinda. We need to make sure our guns are filled with bullets. Good thing Scout Ham isn't here to admonish me for poor gun design. Could you imagine? All right, let's see. All right, slap that on top. Oh, that really helps with the shading. I swear this pose made more sense when you Couldn't see the... Oh well. Alright, let's put a shadow under this thing. I guess I can take off that layer. While he'll lose his mind. Are you keeping secrets? Are you keeping secrets in the Discord? No, just put a homeometer in the comparison in your Discord. Oh, Scout Ham. Honestly, it's probably one of the more good-looking guns I've ever drawn. What the fuck? What did I hit? I love looking at games and their guns. I also really like Destiny 1. I like Destiny 1 too. Unfortunately, I played too much of it. I can't believe I played that game as long as I did. I don't know why I'm adding all this detail. I plan on filling all of this in. I know what I'm doing. I wish I wasn't so reliant on the internet and on multiplayer. I just sort of stopped playing multiplayer games altogether. Literally, the last time I played a multiplayer game was for BMO streams. And gotta say, Peak's a pretty good game. Although that probably doesn't help the thing that we were just... Alright. Now, we're gonna... do some... Oh, right. Oh, I'm gonna mess with a gradient. I'm gonna have a bad time. Is there a... I think I can make this work. Not what I wanted. God, this used to be so... It's so simpler on the other fucking... Nope. This is so much easier on the laptop where it's just like, yeah, just do a thing. And I'm like, alright. And here it's like, no, you gotta add... Just give me a list. No, that's worse. That's worse than what I wanted. What if I just do it that way? Oh! So I could just do that. I don't know why they couldn't have just... That is not how I thought that was going to go. Color burn? Not what I wanted. I wanted the opacity. Huh. Oh, wait, now I can actually use the gradient the way I want it to. Now that I figured out how I can actually do it without being a massive pain in the ass. I want deep red, brighter orange, and if I'm doing it the right way, it should go like... Nope, just want a linear. I did not give myself enough room for this to work well. Also, I completely forgot to add a detail. And if you do a good job coloring with this sort of detail, you can turn off the lines and you can still see what it is. What am I looking for? What am I fighting for? Where's the floor? Select pixels. Do it that way. Nope. And then once again, just put it on multiply. Turn it down so it matches the rest without being too over the top. And then what we want to do is boop. I wanted a dark red, and we were going to place a handful of like that. Without having it be too crazy, just enough to add a little bit of flavor. All right. So with... Oh, hey, the music stopped. And I guess I'll continue watching just to switch over here. All right. So throw that back on. Yeah. I think we're cooking with gas with that. And I immediately click on the wrong thing. All right, where are we? Who am I? No, I'm missing something. Oh, right. A neat little thing you can do is with the outline layer. What I like to do to give it a little bit more oomph is to copy that layer, and we put the blur filter over it, the Gaussian blur, put it about 3, somewhere between 3 and 4, and it gives us this nice little fuzzy edge. Who am I? Where am I? Why am I? The video... oh, no, wait, no, you already... So now with all of that, and then we slap that on... I feel like it needs some still. I know, we need some random cross. No, not dark enough. It needs to be like stupid, like. Just gonna create some happy little rubble here. Just so a little more emphasis on weird. Won't make a whole lot of sense, but it'll. These are the sorts of things where if you just run a line through with the eraser, it will diffuse a whole bunch of shit. So it might. Adds a little bit of texture, one might say. You could say there. All right, chat, does that look interesting, or does that just look like insane noise? I need a genuine opinion, because I genuinely don't know if I was cooking or that was just an insane take. Although with that, I would say this V. I would say this needs to be darker. I don't know why I drew all this. I just remembered I have some of my favorite brushes saved. Select pixels, new. Where are they? They're just called cracks. I wish I could remember where I found this, because there's one just called. It's just called cracks, and it just gives you so many neat little. Although the brush is fucking huge. The brushes are massive, but they add really cool. Which program do I use? Oh, I use Photoshop. All right, I'm doing it for this one too because I like the. I forgot how much I love the crack. It's weird to put that in on a fucking shirt. I love the crack. No, but I love the can add so much detail, so much little. Yeah, I know. I use Photoshop for drawing. All right, and I think we will call. I just realized I haven't saved at all during this. I have not saved even the once. But I did hit the save button, so I don't know. Yeah, you can draw in Photoshop. You can draw fucking anywhere. No, I don't want to save in the cloud because for some reason it only asks me to do cloud saves when I'm on this computer. We are going to go to the secret. I'm going to go to the super secret. All right, and that is saved. And then I will save a copy of it so I can, you know, why is saving taking forever? I just want to save a copy. Save copy. There we go. And make sure it's a JPEG. It's a JPEG. Did it not save? There we go. It's a little worried because it said untitled still, and I'm like, wait, that's not supposed to do it like that. Alrighty. I'll probably throw this in the Discord right now. Art share. And why did I... There we go. Now we can enjoy that to our heart's content. Or whatever. Yeah, no, I think most programs you can... Not that you'd want to, but you could mess around with a... if you have an art pad, you can just mess around it that way. And I think we're going to call this one good. I didn't really have anything else planned, and I guess Enzo is going to be watching... I assume he's doing a Stupenzo cast or whatever. So, I feel like there was something I was going to bring up. What was it? Oh yeah, I'm working on a new fan art right now of for... It's technically, you could say it's for Cinevere, but it's going to have me, BMO, and Cinevere, and it's going to be a Castlevania drawing. If you're in the Discord, you've seen the progress I've made on it. Can I bring that up? Or is that going to be weird? Wait, no, I can totally open that because it's just a JPEG. But I don't have that saved on this computer. But I can try. But I can pull up. Save image. Save it there. And Photoshop. File. Open. I have to remember where I saved it to. And maybe it'll open sometime this century. That'd be really cool. Hell yeah. Whoa. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. I hope that wasn't on screen very long. Alright, so... I grabbed 3 classic Castle... Well... For me, I stole Nathan Graves. For Cine, it's Shinoa. And for BMO... I had to change a lot for BMO's to work because I was like, I didn't want to give everyone like the same weapon. So I was like, well, she has the weird spirit spear. And I was like, what other character doesn't use a whip? Because there's not that many. I was like, oh, I know. Soma Cruz. Soma Cruz uses a bunch of stuff. You only played the PS2 games of Castlevania? I'm so sorry. I like those games, but they're not the good ones. They are not the good ones. Like Symphony, like I like Lament of Innocence, but that game is clunky, and I don't think I ever beat Curse of Darkness. Curse of Darkness has like the best cover art ever, but Listen. Castlevania is a game that I think was just difficult to adapt to, what you call it, 3D. Like, all the 2D ones are like... I think every single 2D one is fucking amazing. Well, I don't know. The first two Game Boy Advance ones are a bit iffy, which is, you know, the one Nathan Gray, which is Circle of the Moon and... What was that one? What was the one with Juice de Belmont? What was that one called? Circle of the Moon and... Harmony of Dissonance. That's what it was. You know, those would be a good, fun games to play on for stream. No, but I think my favorites are still the I think the best that Castlevania ever did was Aria of Sorrow all the way through. What was it? Aria of Sorrow all the way through the one with Shinoa, which was... Why am I forgetting what these games are fucking called? I've played all of them a billion times. I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna be really mad that I forgot what it's called. I still can't believe the last official, before they handed it over to Mercury Studios, the last official Castlevania game was made in 2008. Jesus Christ.
This better be good.
Finally, a comedy that doesn't pull any punches. Yes. Only in theaters August 1st.
God, that Naked Gun commercial sounds super fucking awful. I don't know what the deal with it is. What is the game I'm thinking of? Because it's okay, so it's Aria of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, Dawn of Sorrow, and... Please tell me. Just tell me what's the game I'm thinking of. Where's the Dracula? Order of Ecclesia. That's what it is. Order of Ecclesia. But the problem with those ones is Dawn of Sorrow and Portrait of Ruin instead of going with the artist Kojima's art style, they went for an anime art style, like the most generic anime. Let's see if I can figure out how to bring that up. Give me new source. Hey, hey, Boosh, what's up? Well, if you're here for a second, I'll show you the This is what we drew today. Put that in a folder. We went from this to this. That is what we did today. And now we're just talking about Castlevania before I hop on whatever Stupenzo is doing. But I was gonna... Let's see here. All right, before I do that, let's... All right. I need window capture. Where is window capture? Is it just display capture? No, that's the whole thing. That's the whole... We don't need that. We can throw that out. That's not what I want. Watch as he fumbles in real time. Window capture. There we go. Why was that so fucking hard to find? Here we go. I'll move that down. All right. That took way too long to figure out how to do. Images. Let's see here. Can I just full screen this or no? Okay. Cool. Thanks. Let me just... God forbid. I really like the Lament of Innocence box cover. It's really good. I just realized I can't see chat right now. Please move so I can... Please. Oh dear, what has happened? Yeah, so we had box cover like this. Well, at least if it's on Pinterest, I'll be able to fucking... You're like... I know this isn't the American one, because the original Symphony of the Night is just the silhouette of the castle. But, like, we had this beautifully handcrafted, painted thing. And then we went through... Castlevania... Poor... Oh, no, I've got a better comparison. We'll do Aria of Sorrow. I don't need the sprites, I need the... Do we not have the original cover? Alright, this is the original portrait. We had this. This was the cover for a Game Boy Advance game. This was the art that was used. Look how beautiful that is. This is absolutely phenomenal. And then we get Dawn of Sorrow. Where is it? We got this immediately after. That's the most generic, awful, fucking... It's like, it's so boring. No, but I will say the PS2... The PS2... If I can find them. The PS2 game box arts were phenomenal. If they would bother showing up. Are they really not gonna... Oh yeah, there's the Lament of Innocence one. That one's fucking amazing. And then... Oh yeah, the Dracula X one's pretty good. And I think this was made for the PSP one. The PSP remake of Rondo of Blood. Good old Richter Belmont. Maria and good old Dracula. I think this was the box art for... I think this was the box art for Harmony of Dissonance. That game's really weird to look at. Like, the sprite work is strange. Everything has, like, a weird outline to it. I'm genuinely surprised they put... What's his... Or no. This was the cover art for... This was the cover art for, Harmony of Dissonance. I do love the voice actor. I do love the voice actor who plays Hector in the game. Good old Crispin Freeman. He's the best. I And I do love Leon. I don't why is Curse of Darkness not the first box art cover to show up? It's the best one. Like, this is pretty sweet. This is a pretty sweet art piece. Oh yeah, Crispin Free was great. All of the line reading in that game is terrible. All of it is terrible, but Crispin Freeman is always a joy to listen to. There is a clip where it's a behind the scenes of an anime he was voicing, where he's just, it's like clearly like the thing they say at the tail end of an episode to like get you ready for the next one, and you just hear him reading out the line, and then just the camera zooms in on his face, and he just goes, "What the fuck does any of that mean?" Crispin D's nuts. Oh, hey, Argon Blue. Here we are. We finally found it. Here's the. He was in the original PSP game God Eater Burst. Nice. I'm sort of just killing time until Enzo says something about. Oh, okay, Argon Blue. You may not have been here for it, but all right, we'll hop over. We'll turn that off. We turned. I was showing them how I color things, or how I take my pen and ink and turn it into, actual coloring it. Crispin was also. I think I knew that. I think I knew he was the male Awoken. I think I did know that. He also reprised his. All right, now back to just looking at shit online. Can I just make that a? There we go. Or you know what? Can I, instead of having it like this, can I just? Not what I wanted. How about, yeah, that's less of what I wanted, but yeah, no, but all of Kojima's work on all of these box art and all of her work on the Castlevania series is spectacular. I thought about buying one of her art books, but it was like several $1,000s. Bungie makes. I don't know if that game would even be fun if it was single player. Like, I played it a lot. I played DS1 a lot. Not DS. Destiny 1 a lot, and I don't know. Let's see here. What else is... What does Portrait of Ruins cover look like again? If I could spell. I remember it being kind of like, it was one of the anime ones. This is Pinterest. It was good old Pinterest. Because I was getting better results at looking at these images than I was on Google. Well, this is the art style of Portrait of Ruin, and it's... Oh, there's the cover. But, like... Again, it's just generic anime shit, and it's like, it's not as cool. At least with Order of Ecclesia, they went back... It's not Kojima again, but... It's a better art style. If it'll load. This is what the character designs look like. It's clearly different. Where is... You're not going to give me the... Not going to give me the cover? Alright, whatever. Well, I know Enzo hopped in here and said he was doing things, but I didn't think about it too much. I wasn't thinking too hard. I didn't really have anything else planned, so I'll have titles all over it though. Because he's planning on watching more good old, what's the word I'm looking for? Baywatch Nights. And I'm all about it. And yeah, words and shit. I'm debating whether I should show you guys some really stupid videos that make me laugh. Debating if that's a thing I should do. Nun Peace Marathon? Perhaps. Perhaps. God, I want to... Just pop it in? Alright. Let's see, what can we get away with? What bullshit can I get away with? I kind of want to play the Bro Team Pill Far Cry 2 video. And that's what we'll end it on. How does that sound? You guys want to watch something stupid that you'll probably be like, what the fuck was that? And then we'll just call it quits there. How does that sound? In fact, you'll probably hate it. Sure. All right. All right. All right. OBS. How does this look? Window capture. That is way too fucking big. Actually, that's just about perfect. Let's watch something stupid. This came out 13 years ago. Holy shit. Imagine getting striked for this. All right. Well, brace your butts. I don't think you guys are ready.
Henry, you're fat. I have to go on a diet.
Out here in the field, I fight for my meal. Shit, I can't do that now, can I? Where fucking is it? Here's another. With legs like that. Shit, get out your shit. The time to strike you now. Try aiming at it, stupid. Try aiming at it, idiot. The meal leaves. All that rests in this domain to be eaten is these cocks of patience. That's how real this game is. You keep what you kill, and when you don't kill...
Well, let's not be farcical.
Why not try ordering some delivery? Looks like it's right on time. And don't forget to
Tip the driver. Tip him all the way to hell.
No, don't murder me! This menu is shit! Take it, huh? What are my other options? White or dark meat? Maybe I'll start off with a bit of myself first. Then I'll seduce this whole fucking drop in a few lobs. But what the fuck is this? Is this one of those joke telephones? And now he's gone. He's gone!
That's fine.
That just means...
It's time for drive-through.
It's time for Father Africa to get his! Dinner's ready. Who wants to eat? Who wants to eat? Hooray! How about a head-on to soothe your heart on? He doesn't seem fazed by this chance encounter. Oh, pardon me, sir. Loin. God, this meat looks so real, my balls are growling already. I'm hungry all the time, and I'm fat! Nothing on this human earth can stop me. No, no! He's got, god damn it, he's got Terraria.
Far Cry 2 is the closest you'll ever fucking get to me.
Nah, shut up. You suck.
All right. That was a stupid way to end the stream. Have a good night, everybody. have a good night.